Hey everybody, so this video is very exciting for me and it is no secret, it's in the title, it's in the thumbnail. I'm starting my own brand. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know, I've already talked about it over there, but I started making and selling candles. And oh, I'm so excited to be finally talking about it. I'm obsessed with these candles. My Etsy shop has been open for a couple weeks now. I've been actively making sales. I've already sold out of the first batch. Oh, I'm just so grateful and overwhelmed by the support and the love. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Here to talk about my candles. So I first began this journey of making candles or learning how to make candles in February of this year, so that's 2022. I just became interested in making my own products that I use every day. Mostly I wanted to just stop shopping at Bath & Body Works in particular for candles. I really just fell in love with the craft of making candles. Thinking of unique scent ideas and names and label design. Oh my god, if you're a candle maker out there, you know the addiction of ordering all of these fragrance oils and trying them out and testing them. And even the process of testing the candles, which was, I mean, it's still ongoing, never ending, but I love it. I just have such a good time with it. So I thought I should just create my own brand. I should just start selling these because if I love them, other people probably love them too, which they do. I've had really great feedback so far. So the brand name is called CalicoAndAsh. So it's named after my best friend in the world. Her name is Coconut and she's a calico cat. She's just amazing. She's been with me since I was 13. It's a long time. She's just a sweet little old lady and I'm obsessed with her. And then the ash part of Calico and Ash comes from my own name. I am Ashley. I'm just forever in awe and inspired by my cats. The branding colors are that of like a calico cat. So you'll see a lot of tan, you'll see a lot of black and white. There's also gold, there's also sometimes green, like especially in the branding photos, the product photos. Coconut's eyes are green. So like everything kind of ties back to like my obsession with my calico cat. The vibe of the whole brand is very much like magical, mystical, fantasy, whimsical. So like a lot of my ideas for future scents are also kind of revolving around that theme of like whimsy and magic and mystical and just fantasy vibes, and that's just really what I'm into right now. Also inspired in general by like nature. You'll see that a lot in the product photos. So just for the initial launch and for the next few months at the very least, I'm only carrying two products or two like types of products. So 7-ounce candles in these amber glass jars and packs of wax melts, 12 in a pack. All products need to meet my personal standards. So I would never sell a product that I wouldn't personally be happy to use on my own. So for me personally, the most important factor after safety obviously is the hot throw. So I want the scent to easily fill up a large room, and both my candles and my wax melts easily fill up my 1-bedroom apartment. That was the trickiest part for me during the testing phase and why it took so long, because I just really wanted to nail a candle and melt formula that I was happy with, and it just took forever, but I finally got there. Regarding safety, so when I first initially thought that I wanted to make candles to sell, and I was really thinking about my branding and the vibe and everything, I really wanted to make candles that have like little flowers, little crystals, because I just think that adds such a cute touch of like whimsy. But I'm really not trying to shit talk, but this is just like a fact about candles. It's gotta be said because there are so many candles on the market with those embeds, and a lot of them are like the florals or the like herbs, which are highly flammable, which makes the candle very unsafe. It gets into tricky territory because the candles have to meet certain regulations and guidelines in order to even legally sell them, and having dried flowers inside the candle and having that be like such a massive fire hazard, like I just didn't want to go near that. I do want to dive into dyed candles. With like clear jars, I have a lot of like fun ideas for different colors and different themes and everything, but for now I just want to keep each component very simple and very safe. It's just the wax, the fragrance, the wick, the jar, very baseline, very basic. Because safety is obviously the number one most important factor. So I'm okay with my candles looking a little bit more bland as long as they're still safe. I was originally hoping to launch in the spring, so I said I started this whole journey February wanting to learn how to make candles for myself, so I was thinking maybe like April would be a cute time to launch with some like spring scents. I had all of these ideas, but as I've kind of alluded to already, the testing process just took so long. So with safety being my number one priority and hot throw being a close second priority, and those being very high priorities, I just wanted to make sure that I took the time to adequately test every single variable in the candle just to ensure that they meet my safety standards as well as my personal standards. And like I said, I really think I nailed it. I can't stop smelling these bitches. Oh my god, I just love them. I went through multiple different types of wax, multiple different wicks, different sizes of wicks, different brands of fragrance oil, different amounts, percentages of fragrance oil. Oh my god, I tried everything. I am just so happy to have landed on the ones that I have now. Just so happy. So I'm launching with 4 different scents. Both the candles and the wax melts come in the same 4 scents. The candles are in these amber glass jars and the wax melts are in these kind of like makeshift envelopes. I'm still kind of trying out different ways to package the melts. And different ways to create the melts. It is very important to me to reduce plastic as much as possible or when possible. Even though those like typical standard clamshells for wax melts would be way easier to create and way easier to package, way easier to ship, it just would take so much less time. I just really like couldn't feel right about contributing to so much plastic waste. So I went with these paper bags. So this is just what they look like empty. They have kind of like a waxier interior, so the wax melts will not like seep through. That was important to me too. These bags are compostable. They're also recyclable. The labels that I use are recyclable. I don't think this one is, so I'm working on changing this little thank you sticker. But I have like 100 of them. And then this is how the melts will look when they come. They come in these cute little heart shapes. And there are 12 of them per bag, and it comes out to 3.1. Actually, no, there's more than that. I measured them recently. Shit, I forgot. Oh, this is so embarrassing. So, well, officially there's 3.1 ounces or 88 grams, but I found out they're actually way heavier than that. There's actually more in there than that. When I went to ship a bunch of these out, the postal service told me that I underestimated the weight of the package, and so I re-weighed them. It's better that you're getting more in the package than what you think. I'm okay with that. As far as the scents, so the first one is actually named after my other cat. So CalicoAndAsh, the brand is named after Coconut. Luna has her own candle named after her. And I personally think that Luna is my favorite scent. It is so unique and everybody smells something different. To me, it is slightly sweet, it is cozy, it is luxurious, it is slightly woodsy and earthy. But to me, it's like a luxury, like a warm, luxury, sweet, cozy. I already said all those words. I sent my friend Adrienne a few candles, and she described this as kind of powdery, which it is. I have the notes written down. Powder is in the top notes. She said it reminds her of a deodorant that she used to wear. I don't know which one, but I can kind of get that kind of like unisex, powdery, like really light, slightly sweet vanilla. Another one of my friends, okay, I kind of get it. Another one of my friends said it smelled like root beer, and her dad said it smelled like a root beer float. I kind of get the root beer float because there's vanilla. If you think about it really hard, if you picture a root beer float while you smell it, maybe a root beer float made with cream soda, but it's not like sickly sweet like that. It's like, It's just such a unique scent and everybody smells something different, but so far everybody loves it. The top notes are powder and bergamot. The middle notes are ylang-ylang, lavender, vanilla, and sugar. Base notes are sandalwood, musk, and amber. So the next is Amortentia. So this is named after a love potion. To me, Amortentia is the perfect balance between sweet, floral, juicy, and deep without leaning too far in any direction. It is sensual and dark, but it also has a really nice bright sweetness to it. So the feedback I've gotten about Amortentia so far is from one of my friends, Adrian. She said it smells like a Bath and Body Works lotion that she used to use called Dark Kiss. Juicy and deep and sweet. So far, Amortentia seems to be a favorite. It's my bestseller in both candles and wax melts so far. So far, everyone loves it. Everyone says it's a winner and it's their favorite. I haven't gotten any more feedback about like how it smells to people, just that everyone seems to really love it. The notes for Amortentia are top notes, agave, pear, and black raspberry. Middle notes are cherry blossom, rose, marine, and soft peony. Base notes are amber, dark musk, powder, and vanilla bean. The third scent is Bloom, and this is my floral dream. I wanted to put all of my favorite flowers into a candle, so I did, and that is lilac, jasmine, and honeysuckle. So I just have a personal love of all three of those flowers. They've been involved in a couple of my life moments, and it just so happens that they work really, really well together. They complement each other very well, and the candle is great. The feedback I've gotten about this one, I gave this to one of my friends, Holly, to try out for me. She said it smelled like she was in a magical garden, and she was savoring it, which, Holly, you can have as many candles as you want. Are you kidding me? That was definitely the vibe I was going for. A magical garden, and oh, it just feels like you're gonna get lost in a field of flowers. So the notes in Bloom are, top notes are ginger, lemon, and green leaves. Middle notes are honeysuckle, lily of the valley, jasmine, and lilac. Base notes are amorous, powder, wood, and violet. And then finally is Mermaid Cove. This one, oh, I keep going back and forth between Mermaid Cove and Luna for my favorite smell. Oh, dude, every time I smell it, it becomes my favorite until I smell Luna again. But this one, Mermaid Cove, reminds me of the Renaissance Festival. This is very personal. Every single year when I go to the Renaissance Festival, until now, obviously, I would buy a candle from this like lotion candle little shop. I never used it as lotion, but there was like always a specific candle that I just would drool over, live and die over this candle. I would save it every single year, and as we got closer to the Renaissance Festival, I would take out the one from last year and burn it so that I could go buy a new one. And this is, it smells exactly like it. It makes me think of the mermaids at Mermaid Cove in the Renaissance Festival. It's definitely not like an ocean or sea scent. It's definitely like sweet, juicy, but when I smell it, I feel like I'm a mermaid swimming around and singing with the other mermaids. Adrian, my friend, who I've mentioned multiple times, who gave me great feedback for these candles, said that this one is actually her favorite. She said it feels like a day on the beach. So even though it isn't like an oceany scent necessarily, it brings up the vibe and the feeling of being on a beach or being a mermaid swimming around in magical waters. The notes in Mermaid Cove are top notes, lemon, honeydew, and pear. Middle notes, orange, pineapple, nectarine. Base notes, lily of the valley, jasmine, sandalwood, and vanilla. And then as I showed you, the wax melts have the same kind of label as the candle, slightly different, but pretty much the same. And they're all the same scent. So as far as pricing goes, the candles are $15, wax melts are $6. And I know I don't need to explain the pricing, but I kind of feel compelled to. Anyone who sells their craft is gonna feel a little uncomfortable about how much money they're asking for it. But it's really just the reality of being a small business and being a handmade business. The cost to buy each item is only slightly higher than the cost to produce each item. As a small business, as an independent crafter, I just cannot afford to purchase my supplies wholesale like larger corporations or even like medium-sized businesses can. I'm also choosing to start my business on Etsy just because it is a marketplace and they hopefully will bring customers to me as opposed to like a Shopify website. So Etsy does come with transaction fees and listing fees, and they do take a good percentage of the money that I make, which is fair enough, but it is what it is, you know? You know, a $10 candle from a store like Target or TJ Maxx probably only cost that business $2 to make, so the profit margins are really, really high. If I sold a candle for that amount, $10, I'd be literally losing money. I just can't do it. So supporting small businesses does mean that the cost might be slightly higher than you're used to, although I do try to keep it fair. I think $15 for a candle this size is fairly reasonable. You'll see candles that size for more than that at stores sometimes. So I do try to be fairly reasonable about it, but everything you buy from a small business is made by hand, made with care, made with attention. There will be thank you notes. It's a nice experience for every party involved. At this price, I'm still not paying myself labor. So there's about a $3 profit per candle and about a $1 profit per wax melt sold. And right now, every single dollar of profit is getting put right back into the business. So after selling out my first batch of candles, I just placed an order for more wax, and I was able to buy 20 pounds instead of just 10 pounds. So I'm basically just reinvesting all of it. And my goal for the future is to be able to buy my supplies in higher quantities in order to start hopefully paying myself labor. That's obviously gonna be a first goal. Right now it kind of just is what it is, but I'm doing my best. As far as the packaging, like if you placed an order for a candle, it will come in a shipping box, and inside of the shipping box will be a candle, and surrounding the candle will be like padding, like packaging padding, obviously to keep the candle safe. And I am always going to use recycled items whenever possible. So if I place a personal order for myself and inside the box is like packing paper or even like packing peanuts, I save all of it because I'm reusing it to ship out my own products. So either I will be reusing packaging that is sent to me already, or I will be using shredded paper that I shred myself through that I accumulate through like junk mail and things like that. So I have been shredding it and saving it, and maybe you'll open up a box and there will be shredded paper. It's not always like the best experience, obviously, you know, if it can be like like cute crinkle cut paper, that's obviously like a more exciting experience. But I am just really trying to reduce waste whenever possible. It's just something that's important to me, and I just hope that you are okay with that. If I run out of my shredded paper and I don't have anything to use at all, then I will use biodegradable starch peanuts. They just dissolve in water. They're made from starch. I'll be using those and like recyclable paper product. I won't be using bubble wrap. I'm doing my best. That's what it all comes down to, time and time again. I'm doing my best. But I do think that individual people, especially consumers, cannot be held responsible for waste. I think it's up to the corporations. I think it's up to the government. I think it's up to businesses, like even small businesses, to make the right decisions to reduce waste. Anyway, moving on. Every order will also come with a little sample. Oh, it got topsy-turvied. One of the hearts inside flipped around, but that's okay. Oh, it looks so stupid. So 5 tiny little baby wax melts. It equals out to about the size of 1 regular wax melt. I just think it's cute that they're so teeny. I think it's adorable, with the name of whatever it is written on the front. If anybody knows where I can find like a miniature bag like this, that is not plastic, that is still like lined with something non-absorbent that can be recycled or that is compostable, please let me know, because this is plastic and I don't love that. But every single order will come with a little sample. So if you place an order for all 4 scents, I'll just kind of pick one at random. Otherwise, you will never get a sample of a scent that you purchased. It will always be something that you didn't already get. And there's that. Something I'm thinking about doing is selling these, maybe just for $1 each. That way you don't have to commit to a full thing if you just want to try and see what you like better. So that will be up on Etsy pretty soon, within the next couple weeks. It's definitely something I want to do, but you'll still get a free one with every single order. These have been for sale. My Etsy shop has been live for a couple of weeks. It's just that shit happens and I'm making this video now. Aside from that, I do have a fun announcement. Oh my god, I've never done this before, but here I am doing it. That's what life is all about. With the launch of my brand, I want to hold a giveaway of the first 3 scents, which are Luna, Amortentia, and Bloom. The reason I went with the first 3 is it's a tale, it's a story. One of my initial investments into the business was a printer, but the first round of candle labels were just not up to standards. I printed a bunch of them and they just weren't really what I wanted them to be. So let me show you. So this is actually the 3rd round of candle labels, which still I want to change. So here's Luna. It's just a little too close to the top of the label. So whenever you get your candles in the mail, the label might be a little tweaked. It's something I'm going to continue to work on and perfect. This is up to standards. This to me is good enough. This was the first round. You can't even see the moon. The text is too small to read. It just isn't. I would just feel fucking embarrassed to like sell this. I gave most of them away to friends and family and everything like that, but I saved 2 like sets for giveaways. I'm happy to give them away. There's nothing wrong with the candle itself. It's gonna perform just as it should. It's just the label is just, I don't want to sell it. So if you want to win one of each, Luna, Bloom, and Amortentia, I'm giving away a whole set. So all 3 of them. And I'm giving away a set here on YouTube and one over on Instagram on my CalicoAndAsh Instagram page. So in order to enter to win the set here on YouTube, just subscribe to my channel, like the video, and then leave a comment on this video. And just tell me what your favorite type of scent is. So that could be sweet in general, floral in general, it could be gourmand, it could be masculine, it could be earthy, or it could be like specific favorites, like lavender is your favorite, whatever it may be. Let me know what your favorite scent is. If you want to enter the giveaway on YouTube and on Instagram, you absolutely can. Just go over to Instagram, find the post. It'll be very obvious. It'll be like right on the grid and it'll say giveaway on it. And just read the giveaway details over there. The giveaway is gonna end on September 30th at 11:59 p.m. And then the giveaway winner will be chosen and announced on October 1st. How fun. Happy October. So yeah, that's it. I am so excited. I've been feeling so good about my candles and everything, and I'm just very grateful and very happy and having a great time with my little candles. Love it. There will be other products. I definitely want to make room sprays. I've already started kind of testing those out. I have the bottles that I want to use. They're amber glass. They match my candle bottles, the candle jars. So yeah, that'll be something I'm probably going to work on releasing maybe in October, maybe in November. I want to really make sure that it's good. So it, you know, just like with candles, I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to make sure that I take the time and I make a good product. But so far I gave Tony like a spray bottle full of like a more masculine room spray, and he loves it. He told me great things about it. And Tony, I was about to say Tony wouldn't lie to me, but he probably would. He would probably sugarcoat and make me feel good, but I know it's good. I know it's random, but I also want to make lip balm. I already started doing that too, so just keep your eyes peeled. There's gonna be a lot of random shit. I really like making things. I like learning new crafts. I'm also learning to crochet, so I don't know. There might be tote bags in the future under the Calico and Ash brand. I can't stick to one theme. I just can't do it. I can't stick to one craft. I just can't do it. So you never know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Good luck if you want to enter the giveaway. I hope you win. And yeah, let me know what else you want to see from me. Anyway, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.